And welcome to Most Precious Blood, and a special welcome for many of you who are here for the first time, the children, the parents who will be receiving this first sacrament in their lives. We welcome you. A friend of mine asked me, "Why are you Catholic?" This gave me great pause. Why am I Catholic? It is a question that stirred my priestly conscience and prompted me to clarify and understand who I am, where I stand, and what I believe. I stand convicted in the truth of Christ and conscious of God's will for me. Though I have renounced worldly pursuits, I do not shy away from the challenges of the society. My former ways have been replaced with those of my mentor, Christ, who guides and encourages me to think first and foremost of what God desires of me. Catholics are offered knowledge in both dogma and doctrine that provides practical parameters in which to live lives according to God's will, with an emphasis on obedience to God's commandments and Christ's teachings. Obedience unites us with Jesus' sacrifice on the cross and makes us stronger as a church family. Obedience puts God first and above all others. Obedience to God subordinates our desires and redirects our will to His will. Obedience to God ignites in us a joy to know and love Christ, to receive the sacraments with humility, to believe in the real presence of the body and blood of Christ in the Eucharist, and to follow all church teachings, not just those that are convenient or meet with your approval. We live in a society today that offers instant fame, instant gratification, and instant love. We no longer look to God for wisdom and knowledge, but to social media. People feed themselves with material things and take pleasure in narcissistic, sophisticated, and perverse amusements. More and more people view society as their God by advocating the need to follow the society's rules, to please everyone with political correctness, and to accept the decisions of society, even to the extent of denying God and following Satan, the father of all lies. As a result, our society fails to promote and protect the dignity of life from conception to natural death. While the murder of God's innocents continues, we wonder why there is chaos, disasters, and the blood of victims following in our streets. Great sadness fills my heart when Catholics are in harmony with those who disrespect and challenge the core of Christ's teaching by disregarding the sanctity of life. I find too many Catholics living in fear, unable or unwilling to speak up and defend Catholic values. Catholics shy away from proclaiming the joy of the gospel in lieu of wanting to be politically correct, a behavior that completely distorts the gospel. Many years ago, a Franciscan priest told me, "May the peace of Christ truly disturb you." Christ's message is radical and calls those who follow him to leave their comfort zone and speak up and stand firmly with him. Remember, we are the Lord's hands, feet, arms, and voice. We must speak the truth with love and keep our baptismal promises to proclaim the gospel by words, attitudes, decisions, and actions. That means you must live, speak, and vote according to Catholic teachings and stand firmly convicted with Christ to fearlessly defend the faith. Since Christ is the head of the church, when you reject Catholic teachings, you are rejecting Jesus Christ. My friends, we are in the midst of a spiritual battle, and we can no longer be silent. I ask you to open your eyes and ears to the truth by not ignoring God's precepts, decrees, and commands. Do not be afraid to plant the seed of God's words, confident that God will nurture it into fruition. Live Catholic, live truth. May God bless you, and go with God.